Hey guys, what's up? You're watching iGyaan. Today we are going to be checking out some of the coolest things that I've ordered from Amazon. Actually, I don't know if they're going to be cool or not. And this is not like Top Tech, because in Top Tech we actually test the products before we show them to you. In this, we're just going to show them to you before we've even actually looked at them myself. Also, I've ordered these a while back, so I've forgotten what everything is and what they're priced at. So this is going to be a journey for both me and you. So let's quickly get started with the first product. Bhari bahut hai ye. So this is the first product. This says on the box Derma Mini Dehumidifier. Okay, let me open up my Amazon. Okay, so I've ordered this for 1,415 rupees. So that's the price. And we did get GST off because we do have a business account here. So let's quickly see what this is like. From what I remember, this is basically a dehumidifier, which does have silica gel, but it has that silica gel that can be recharged, so you can basically heat it up or something. Oh, this thing is heavy. So this is the dehumidifier. They actually say that orange is dry and dark green is saturated here on the packaging. So it means that once they're orange, this thing is basically dry and you can use it to dehumidify like a cupboard or your car or something. And then I believe you can just plug it in and it'll go back to being orange after it has become fully saturated. At least that's the idea. So let's quickly check this out. It's pretty simple product. So if you need a dehumidifier, usually the ones that you get are the ones you ideally need to throw away after you use them. So one-time use products are not good for the environment because there's a lot of plastic and then this silica gel going into the environment when you trash it. So while mostly they're ready to use, what I'm going to do is sort of plug this in and show you what it looks like and leave it on so you can see that the light comes on over here. And at this point, it is basically rejuvenating. So I'm assuming that it'll heat up the device and sort of evaporate whatever has been saturated into the silica gel. So we leave it plugged in while we check out the next product. And this is the next product. So it says solar garden lights, not overcompensating at all with this knife over here. One is already on. That's good. That's a good way to know these work. So I paid 1,090 for this. So not a bad price for a set of 4 lights. And the idea is that you have a solar panel here on the top. So if you have a wall or an edge, so I was thinking I'll put this in the driveway. So if you have a wall that you can simply hang this off, you can use double-sided tape if you have a smooth surface. So you do get these screws with nylon plugs for your wall. So if you want to screw this into the wall and get a more sort of secure setup, you can do that. And then this has a built-in rechargeable battery that uses solar to charge it up. So you don't need to worry about connecting it to a cable or changing out the battery. So you simply plug this in when you're ready to go. And if I cover this sensor, the light should turn on, and it does. So a pretty simple idea. Build quality seems nice. This is all plastic. So if you are looking for something a little more premium, this is definitely not premium, but it will illuminate a surface. What we'll do is in this video, we'll include a shot at night, and then you guys can decide whether or not this is a good product. But let's check out the next product. So this, ladies and gentlemen, are the Eufy cameras, Eufy Security Indoor Cam. So the thing about Eufy cameras is that they don't officially sell in India, but somehow this one is available at a pretty interesting price. Oh, actually I paid more. So for these, I paid around 11,160 bucks. And they are also 2K with respect to resolution. And the good thing about Eufy Security is that you don't need any kind of subscription or any kind of hub, at least for this one. If you get their outdoor cameras, they do require a hub, but these ones don't require a hub. And one of the biggest reasons I wanted them was because they are compatible with Apple HomeKit. So this is what the camera looks like. So because these are typically imported from the US, you will get the flat style plug for the wall socket, but it does work, I believe. So it is 100 to 240 volts, the latest for sure. And you can see that the light comes on. It says remove the film before use, and I will do that. And you can see a really nice purpley sort of light over there.
Setup was successful.
So as you can see, the setup was successful, and instead of going through the HomeKit, you have to actually use the Eufy app, and then after that, it's actually quite simple. This is what the interface looks like. You can manually trigger an alarm as well. So let's see how that sounds. So it's a pretty loud alarm. So right now it's on cloud storage. So if I pop in a micro SD card, I'll be able to do 2K, which is nice. If you put a 128 gigabyte card in here, you can record for 288 hours, and then it'll do a relay record. So it'll write over the first day and then sort of continue. So as you can see, I've added the camera here, and this is like an old Logitech camera that I have, a Logitech Circle camera, and this has a 1080p resolution, and this also picks up audio, but it's not very clear at times, and it takes a while to sort of respond as well. This one you can see, whoa. So this one you can see is really loud, and the audio is almost instant. That's why you're getting a lot of feedback. And the resolution looks good even in this stream mode, which is usually at a lower resolution. So if it starts recording in the micro SD card, we'll get a better resolution here as well. So really happy with these cameras. A set of two for a price of around 10,000, 11,000 rupees seems like a good option for me. I also like the hanging mechanism. This plate sort of goes in here and sort of plugs in. So it looks nice with that as well. So if you guys are interested in something that does work with HomeKit, you can check these out. But otherwise, there are lots of like cheaper cameras available. So Mi security camera 1080p is like $27.99. And then the 360 home security camera. This is also an indoor camera. With a 3,999 price. So for a set of two for 11,000 with HomeKit capability, I don't think it's too much of a premium. Actually, it's a pretty decent price. So about 2,000 premium on each device, and it does 2K. Pairing was quite seamless after we figured out that you need to download the app first. So overall, pretty happy. So let's move on to the next items, which should be arriving anytime soon. Oh, these are interesting. Actually, these are this is something that a lot of people always request in our comments. So this one is a Shrek bobblehead. Pretty cool. So really well made. And I also have one more. Styrofoam balls. Subscribe to Top Tech. Okay, so you can see that these two bobbleheads, Doctor Strange is apparently a little more excitable than Shrek, but lots of good details, and it appears to be made out of something solid. I'm not sure if it is like some sort of clay or plastic. You can't really tell actually. It's really well painted, lots of detail in the face, forehead. You've got the hair color actually right. You also have some budapa happening on the side. And with Shrek, you can see that really nice, well painted. The colors also pop. So definitely something that I would recommend if you're looking for something like this for your desk. So for the Doctor Strange one, we paid $779. And for the Shrek one, we paid $679. So actually the Shrek one, which seems to be a much bigger doll, is actually cheaper than the Doctor Strange one. And that's probably because of the Marvel tax. Next product. So this one is something that I thought would not work. It's actually a pluggable thermometer that simply plugs into your smartphone or a power bank. So earlier we'd shown off this device, the Fevo bought in a Top Tech video, and this was about 5,000 rupees. And the good thing with this was that you did get a display, and if you didn't want to use the display, you could simply plug this into an Android phone. It stopped working a while back. So this is something that can possibly come in handy. You need a USB-C output on a power bank, and you can see it works immediately. And then it does have a display on there as well. So if I just bring my hand up close, it gives me a display. So yeah, so it gives you your temperature. I want to compare it to a slightly more reputed thermometer to see if it actually does give an accurate reading. So let me see. Oh, this is in Celsius now. So you do have a pinhole on the back that you can press to change this from Celsius to Fahrenheit. I'm going to try and do that. Okay, so now it's in Celsius. So if I take my forehead temperature, it shows it as 36.4. And if I use the Omron one, it shows it as 36.0. So that much of a difference I think is fine. So they're pretty close as far as accuracy is concerned. So this is definitely something that I wanted to replace the FIO bot with. And we'll possibly have this placed outside so that anyone who's walking in can simply connect, do not connect to this. Simply come close to it and check their temperatures. So what I want to tell you now is the price for this thing that I paid money for. So here, so we paid only $5.99. So it was 1/10 of that device. And I would say it is as good or as bad because this is something that is not really a medical device. This is like your first line of defense, so to speak. So if you want to place it outside your office or your house, so that anyone who's walking into your building can get their temperature checked and it's within the rated means. And because it beeps, I believe that if your temperature is high, it'll also give some sort of an alarm. I wish I had something. Oh, wait. So yeah, so when the temperature is high, it'll give a high warning. I'm actually using the dehumidifier to see. So it's heated up actually quite a lot. And you can see that the temperature is high. So if the temperature is high, it'll give you that. Or you can also see the water that is sort of evaporating from the dehumidifier. So it is definitely evaporating these silica gel beads. And even in the silica gel window, you can see a lot of humidity happening. Okay, so this is the next product. We actually checked out something like this on Top Tech. Subscribe to Top Tech. But this one, let me see how much I paid for this. This is actually slightly more expensive, I believe. Okay, so I paid $3,000 for this, $2,999 to be precise. So not the cheapest dustbin that you can buy. Definitely more than 100 rupees that you would spend for a normal dustbin. Actually, anything slightly more than standard instead of a waste basket also is now $200-300. So this one, for the sheer novelty of it, is worth that money. I think batteries are included because I could hear them bouncing around at the bottom. So this is what the product looks like. I'm actually disappointed. I thought this was made out of metal. It's completely plastic. It's got a silver plastic finish. You do have a plastic liner holder, so you can have a plastic bag and sort of place this here. The battery door is included. The battery is not included. That's unfortunate. Where does the battery even go? What? So there are 2 battery doors included. That's strange. So we already have a battery door and another battery door is included. Looks like they had some issues with packaging. But we have 2 battery doors. That's a good thing, I guess. In case you throw one battery door in the dustbin. If it aggressively closes, then I know the batteries are good. Hello, sensor? I think the batteries are weak. So after that epic failure, we are going to attempt to place some new batteries that are genuinely new and not assumed to be recharged. Let's try it now. Let's try opening it. It's blinking, but not opening. Okay, so you can open, you can close, and then you do have a sensor. I actually have some trash in my pocket. So that's it. That's what you pay 3,000 rupees for. It's not very glorious, but it does work. I want to see what kind of distance it works with. So it did do something there. So you have to be really close. You have to be like really like you have to want to sort of open the lid, only then it sort of works. So what if my hand is here? Does it keep it open? Yeah, it does have a sensor and the light is going on. So if I keep my hand here, the light stays green. And if I remove my hand, it goes away. So it knows that my hand is here. So if I'm throwing some stuff, it will not close on my hand. The minute I remove my hand, it should close. And it does. So that's good. You can bring it. You have to be really close. That's unfortunate. I wish it was like at least 4 or 5 inches away. But like somewhere here, if I could hover my hand and it would open, it doesn't do that. So I have to be like that close for it to work. But it's good if you don't want to touch the trash can. It's definitely hygienic to not have to touch the thing. But to be that close, I don't see the point really. It's definitely a cool design. and you do get an additional battery door. That's good. I think it's slightly overpriced for what it offers. I wish it was a steel body instead of a plastic body for $299.999, and otherwise it's pretty cool. So if you guys are interested, check it out. I probably will end up returning this. What is this? So the next product appears to have arrived in a broken box. And so this is a pretty interesting device actually. So this is a charger that goes into your desk. So if you have those cable holes in your desk, this basically goes into that, and then is a wireless charger as well. And then you open this sort of silicone rubber door thing, and you get a USB-A and a USB-C port here. So if you do have cables, those can also work from here. So luckily we do have a power bank right here, so we can put this to the test. And then all you need to do is just place your phone on top of it, and it should charge wirelessly, and it is doing that. So a pretty cool idea. Let me see how much I paid for this. This I think also was not very expensive. Actually, I was wrong. This is pretty expensive. This is 1800 rupees. Let me see what kind of wattage the USB ports have. So everything is 15 watts, the USB-C port, the USB-A port, as well as the wireless charging. As long as you have the device plugged into a fast or compatible charger, you will get that capability from this. So make sure you have like a fast charger or a fast adapter plugged into this, which is not included, by the way. So you still have to plug it into a adapter. So even though this did arrive in a completely destroyed box without any instructions, it's pretty straightforward. You do have a wireless charger over here. You can also place it on the desk. But if you do have one of those cable managing holes in your desk, it sort of perfectly fits in there. And then you get a USB-A port as well as a USB-C port. So pretty cool devices. I think only one of the devices will be going back, which is the trash can. And if you enjoyed this video or this concept, do let us know in the comment section below if you want us to do more of these. If you do want to go check out regular old Top Tech, that is still happening at our channel, which is called Top Tech, aptly named. And we'll have links to that in the description below. Anything you want to check out from this list, we did buy all of these and we did share the prices with you, but the prices can change like I mentioned. And if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button and become a part of Team iGyaan by simply clicking the subscribe button if you want to. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.